What's up and welcome to Zero to X. My name is Daniel and today with me as always.
Hey guys, my name is Amara.
What's up, my guy? Good morning, good morning. This
Good
might be the
morning.
first time that we are doing a morning shoot, bro.
Oh no,
This might be
we've done an earlier shoot to be fair. It's season
audio.
one, but we haven't.
Audio,
Yeah,
bro, that
just
was
audio.
audio.
Yeah,
I
audio.
mean, like in this view, like zero to X, we already like audio way from zero, like we go
Yeah,
X, you get what
yeah,
I'm trying to say. So,
yeah,
in the show, this has been the first time. Bro, our audio days were crazy. Guys, Amar and I have woken up
bro.
5 a.m. to shoot before.
Yeah, we should.
We
Well,
shot
5
5
a.m.
a.m., we shot 6 a.m. Like, it's the crew. Show it up, man. Show it up. It
Oh
has
my
always been a
God.
mantra. Obviously, sometimes it
Yeah.
gets harder than normal to do, but I mean, like, we're
Mm-hmm.
still here. Like, the only way to not succeed is to quit, pretty much.
Yeah,
So, what's going on, man? How are you doing? What's up?
bro. I'm great, man. Last night I slept around midnight because
Try.
dreams on the line.
Dreams are on the
Dreams on the line,
line,
bro. Dreams
man.
on the line.
I haven't stopped thinking about our discussion like on the last episode about the sacrifices you need to make because that's what
Mm.
I haven't stopped man, because like
Yeah, yeah,
yes, I know like the clarity thing, but like the sacrifices to really, really bro, I'm
yeah,
in that mode, man. I'm in that bag. Just
yeah. I hear you.
this shit needs to get done. It
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
needs to get done pretty much, man. So yeah, like I'm super
yeah.
excited about what like that looks like. All right, without further
Mm-hmm.
ado, let's get into the discussion for today.
Yeah, 100%. Guys, we were
Amara,
having a conversation
yes,
in
I think you
Daniel's
should go.
room.
You have the better
Let's,
context with it. You'll
yeah.
be able to
No,
direct the context better.
no, the problem, however, is I can't remember the full conversation, to be honest, but I remember
Yeah,
what it led to. So
yeah,
I was lying down in Daniel's room, and for some reason, Daniel brought up Alex Homozy.
yeah.
And it seemed like
Unnaturally,
he had just,
unsurprisingly,
oh yeah,
obviously,
no,
like
no,
Alex
off.
was you.
But it seemed like it had just dawned on him that Alex Homozy was beastly, for lack of a better term.
Bro,
Like
that
when
man
we
moves
say
different.
when we
That
say
man
beastly,
moves
like
different, bro.
there is how you see something so much that it loses the depth of how crazy
How
it is.
impressive, how
Just
incredible
yes,
that
how
is. Yeah,
yes, thank you, thank you. Just by it's like exposure therapy. You've been too
yeah,
exposed to this person, and
yeah.
you've lost the sense. And Daniel was bringing it up. And I was like, bro, you just did deeper. I'm like, bro. There's times I watch this man, and I'm like, God, what is this guy on? So that was the basis of this conversation we decided to have today, and
Yeah,
it's basically a conversation regarding the perception of outliers in society as we understand it, like how much outliers are almost not realized to be outliers and how that
true,
affects our perception of them. Yeah,
true,
yeah,
true.
yeah. So you can
But
now go ahead and
how,
shed more light, bro.
bro? So in my defense, I always knew Alex Orozi was a bastard. To be fair, like I
Yeah,
always knew.
yeah, like we
But it was
always
that.
know.
But we
But
always knew. But
there's
like,
days you just wake up and you just know
bro,
some
like
more.
this guy is unreal, bro. Like this
Yeah,
guy. And like a couple of people might make the argument that he has leverage in terms of money and resources,
and
right?
and the team, yeah.
And the team. But bro, this man has been like that since he was a one-person show to
Yes,
being a two-person
yes,
show. Like
yes,
like some advice I've learned that has been useful is that so for me that is trying to scale my income from like 0 to 100K per year, like at the
yeah.
moment, right? It makes more sense for me to listen to someone who's at 1 million a
Mm-hmm,
month,
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
1 M a year than
Yeah,
someone who is at
one
hundred
B.
M. Like the problems are different, bro. Do you understand? So
Yeah,
the Alex's talks that I enjoy are mostly about what it was like when he was starting out. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I hear
Before
you.
he sold all of his companies, how he had to grind, right? So
Yeah,
it's not just a now thing that he's able to maximize his output because of leverage and whatnot. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? It's
yeah,
also it's how he had been from the beginning. And then you
yeah,
mentioned something to me that I found it was stupid impressive. Russell Brunson, the entire ClickFunnels thing. Because I
yeah,
didn't know that part of
yeah,
his story. But do you know how
yeah.
crazy a person you have to be to win consecutive 2 comma 3
Bro,
like
you want to come a
bro,
club and then
and
one
the
click up.
amount of work that you have to put in,
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah.
bro, like the amount
Yeah.
of work that you had to put in, and you just hear him talking, and like, see, there are people that will come across as gurus or will term as gurus, right? And
Yeah.
they are just great at marketing. With Alex, you kind of get a sense that,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That there is
this guy has
genius.
put it in the
He's
work,
putting in the
bro.
work. He's putting in the
Bro,
work.
like the scars are battle earned, right? And we'll see how that
Yeah.
ages. Like time reveals all at the end of the day, right? But
Yeah.
just deep in how crazy his work ethic was and the results he was getting now spiraled into a bigger conversation about how skewed a view we have on what success looks like. I think this
Yes.
was where it culminated because it was like,
Yes.
how many people in their lifetimes, will genuinely get to make $1 million a year or $2 million a year or $5 million a
That's a
year?
very good
But the thing
question.
is that like we are on money Twitter so much, we are on money
Bro.
Instagram so much, and people are like 10K a
Yeah.
month, 20K a month. Take this coach in a mentorship program
Bro.
to scale to 100K a month, to 1M a month, and bro, believe me, like there are people that are doing this. Like there was this guy on Instagram, I think his IG is the School of Hard Knocks. Those guys that just find people that have luxury cars or luxury
Oh, yeah,
watches
yeah,
and
yeah,
ask
yeah.
them what they
Yeah.
do. Blah, blah. I
Yeah.
remember one that was ridiculous. He was interviewing a guy who was apparently a gym franchise owner in Thailand, right? A lot of
Okay.
like MMA, because MMA is big in Thailand, right? So
Yeah.
he owned a chain of martial art gyms, and they were asking him what his take home was, and he was like something billion, something billion. I can't remember what the figure was verbatim. But what now shocked me was that he
Annually.
said he was a smaller fish compared to the other people that were there. And like something billion in revenue, and you're a small fish within one country or within one country. And I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
like
It's people doing
like
crazy
we
things.
just say I want to be a billionaire, I want to be stacking M's on M's, I want to be stacking bands on bands. But
Yeah. Bands and bands, bro.
let's start this conversation this week. How much do you really need to have a good life? By
Yeah.
good life, I mean you can eat what you want, yeah.
Yeah.
You can travel wherever you want, whenever you want, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can take care of your loved ones.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's no emergency that comes up that can shake you, right?
Yeah.
How much do you really need? And the reason for this conversation is to show people that, see, there is a book called Outliers by Malcolm Gladwell, yeah?
Yeah.
And he made a strong argument to say a lot of what we see as success, a lot of what the media has pushed in our faces as standards to aspire to live up to, we don't really deep how rare that is. But for the fact that they are always, always, always in our faces,
yeah,
like it pushes them too much. Like every day you're seeing this person on the
bro.
news, this billionaire on the news, that on the news, that, and like it's crazy, bro. Like, but you're like,
Yeah.
for the average ordinary person living, what really is obtainable?
That's
Did
a
you get
good
what I'm trying to
question,
say?
bro.
Like
Yeah.
that's like the
Yeah.
entire point of this conversation. So I did a little looking up, right? I did some looking up. I came with stats for y'all. You feel me?
Yeah. Yeah.
A little dated is like a 2021 study, but I wanted to see what the percentage for earnings were across the bracket. So I just picked the top 10%. How much do they earn?
10%.
And what kind of life
Okay.
can they afford to live? The top 10%.
Okay.
So the top 10% of earners, as of a 2021 study, earn $167,639 a year. Top 10%.
167.
Mind you,
Top 10%.
$167,000. Top 10% of earners in the world.
In the world, bro.
$167,000. $167,000. Mind you, most tech jobs that you see that they're able to ball, go on flights, go on yachts, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Those guys are actually like, bro, those guys are on a 100K, 110, 120K thing. Like, don't like to put things in your perspective. The life where you can just hop on a plane at a moment's notice. Those guys are maybe like on like 100
to 200 usually.
120K. Like, yeah, let's just call it like a 100 to 200, right? You
Yeah.
find out that most people 60K a year, 70K a year, 80K a year. and that's about average. And they live pretty okay, like decent lives. Like not a lot will happen that might shake them, except something that is like an incredible emergency. So the top 10% of earners, $167,000. That's the average wage. Top 5% of earners, $335,000. People don't realize 335. People don't realize how mad that is. Like the possibilities that are available to you at $335,000. Like it's more disposable income. You can. It might be a stretch, right? But there are not a lot of cities in the world that you wouldn't be able to live in comfortably with that $335K a year.
Yeah.
The top 1% of earners, guess what, bro? They don't end up to 1 million.
400 or something.
$819,000.
Oh, 800.
It's not even up to 1 million. It is not up to 1 million. Yet everybody say, I want to be a millionaire in USD. I want to be a this. I want to be a that. Blah, 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 blah. And then the top 0.1% of earners averagely earn 3.3 million per year and above.
Bro,
that is what the bar is.
Bro, is it?
That is what the bar is.
Oh my God, bro! The thing with these stats, is I remember the video I showed you. Do you remember that video, the YouTube video I showed you, where the guy that does he sells planes on his YouTube.
Yeah.
The jet business.
Yeah, the jet business guy. Yeah.
The jet business. Yeah. And in his video, he said there are approximately 600,000 plus people in the world with a net worth of more than 30 million USD. And all banks consider them to be ultra high net worth high
net worth individuals.
Yes. At 30 million USD in investable assets.
Yes.
Bro, 30 million. I was screaming billionaire. 30 million.
Everyone's just screaming, hey, do you know what billion is?
Oh my God. I saw that video. I was like, bro, it's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah.
Bro, it's
crazy.
How much outlier? See, bro, a lot of people. I saw someone say on Twitter recently that, I would rather have a $1 to $5 billion a year operation with maybe 2 or 3 other people working with me, than to have a multi-billion-dollar corporation and having 300 people answering to me. Do you understand?
Yeah.
It's what you want.
It's what you're optimizing
it's
for.
It's what you're optimizing for. I love that you said it. I didn't want to say this myself. I love that you said it.
It's what you're optimizing for.
From the conversation in the last episode, it's what you're optimizing for. Yeah. What are you optimizing for? Do you understand what I'm trying to say? If you want freedom, there are not a lot of things you can want for at $1 million a year. There are not a lot.
Yeah.
There really are not a lot of things you can want for at $1 million a year. I don't want to know the car payments. I don't want to know the house payments that you want to make. But there are not a lot of things that you can want for $1 million when you're earning it like $1 million a year. Like I don't see it, man. Yeah. I don't see it. You might not own a private jet, but to a distant extent, there are a few chartered flights that you can have and still have like an above first class experience. You get what I'm trying to say? So, guys, the point of this episode is to show you guys that, you are shouting, we are all for go as wild, go bonkers, dream as big as you want 100%. To, go as hard as you want to, right? Like I'm all 100%. For that. We are all for that in 0 to X, right? But we just want to show you, actually, are you deep in what it is that you want, what it is that you are signing up for? Because society doesn't necessarily celebrate the 10K a month. Most professionals earn about 7K, 8K a month, and that is in first world countries. In third world countries down here, it's a lot less.
Bro.
It's a lot less. It's more like 1K to 3K, man, and like you are a baller. Like you are an actual baller, like in like second or third world countries. Like 1K to 3K, like you are balling. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Some guys earn as much as like 5, 6K. Like there are people, and they're like the crazier you get, like the more outliers in our own economy, like for our own situations, right? It gets crazy, but at the end of the day, it still adds up to the odd 30K a month, right? Which results in the 400K a year situation. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? At that point, the amount of options that are open to you,
bro.
do you understand? Like when you realize that, oh, I can bring out my credit card and not have to look when I go to shop.
I remember that statement I told you.
Yeah.
That when the guy that said that when
Bro,
he truly realized he was financially free was when he could go grocery shopping and not have to think about what the bill was.
Bro,
because like, what's the craziest I can spend in the supermarket?
That will hurt me. that will scare me. That will scare
me. That's when he knew. He said that's when I knew I was financially.
That is freedom, my guy. That is freedom, my guy. So like, it is. The whole point of this episode is for people to see this is what understand what it is that you're truly going in for, right?
Yes.
Like understand what it is that you're truly going in for and optimize for that. Because a lot of the people that have been flung in our faces, like we said, society doesn't celebrate the 100K a year, 200K a year earner. It's the millionaires and the billionaires that they're pushing in our faces, but not knowing that what it takes to run an operation.
Bro, let me even bust your mind. I saw one statistic. Yeah. At 100 million USD in net worth, 100 million USD in net worth. Yeah. You are one out of 283,000 people. Bro, you are one. So that's, you know what 283,000 people is, bro? I can't think of.
We think we know. But bro, you really cannot conceptualize. I
can't think of a stadium.
No
stadium that can take that size.
Bro, no stadium can take 283,000 people.
It's 3,000 people. You are
let them
one.
Stay in all the stands. Let them stand in the bleachers. Let them stay on the field. Like, bro, how? And you are one of
out
that.
Of 283,000 people at 100 million USD net worth.
That is stupid, bro.
So it's super important here, like you said, that we know what we are optimizing for. Like while you are pursuing all these things, if you are optimizing for family, if you are optimizing for work, if you're optimizing for impact, if you're you just need to know what you are optimizing for and play along that line. Because what would it matter to you if you, like scriptures say, get the whole world and then lose what matters most to you?
Do you understand?
So
bro, out there success is so wild. Something I want us to point out is what the journey to being an outlier looks like, right?
That's I think that's solid as well.
And the thing is, you might have these grand goals, you might have these great goals, and the human will is so impressive that, bro, you can literally for most parts, in most circumstances, right? If you really want, like, this statement has never been true. Like, it just seems like cliche, aspire to perspire. But bro, I promise you, if you really want something, you will get it. You will find it. The last lesson that we segued out to end the episode: seek and you will find.
You will find.
Fewer
truer
things have been said.
I like that we have come to leave it out as a podcast.
Bro.
That we have come to leave it out as a podcast. Scream it all the time. If you seek, no matter how long, you will find.
If you seek, no matter how long, you will literally, like,
you will find.
So the thing is that if you really, really, and dreaming is free. Dreaming is free. As far as you can think, as big as you can dream, if that's what you want, that's what you get. If you are willing to pay the price enough. So the dreaming is free, but a lot of people might underestimate, see, for me to take this operation like this, you know what's crazy? If you are the kind of person, and the thing is that for us in second and third world countries, right? We find that most of us want to do business or earn money for comfort, to be above survival. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? I promise you that somebody that has these big dreams or big goals or excitement about this new thing, this new industry, this new technology that they are chasing, right? I promise you that a good number of the time, those guys really are doing these things because there's money in it. The entire creator economy on money Twitter, on money Instagram, all of these places. The whole point, the penchant there is financial freedom or freedom at the end of the day.
Yes, control.
You would find that for you to live above survival, stay above survival, right? Money would be your driver. Money would be the driver. Comfort, freedom would be the driver. But from what I have observed, the people that get to multiple hundreds of millions of dollars, that become billionaires, if you hear them talk, you can be annoyed. Because why? Because we're thinking money, we're thinking the money game. They are not playing the money game. The money game is a byproduct of the bigger game that they are playing, which is typically an ideal. Some idea that they just believe humanity needs to strive for this.
Yeah.
Think of Elon. Elon just wants mankind to be an interplanetary species. He wants the sustainability of humankind. So everything he's doing flows around that same idea, that same idea. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So people are not necessarily playing the money game. The money comes as a byproduct, right? People that play the money game are people that are still, and don't get me wrong, right? You can be in the 0 to 100K bracket, the 100K to 1M bracket, and where you are headed is an ideal, higher than the money game. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Like you really can be there, right? But the thing is that a lot of people, and again, to reiterate, the point of this episode is to really let people know what it is that you are choosing for yourself. And there's nothing wrong with either of these choices, because having more money, having financial freedom means you can live a higher quality of life, and you can probably make a couple 10 or a couple handful of people live better lives as well. So like we are mostly better for you being richer. So like, don't get me wrong. There is nothing ignoble about wanting money. Nothing. I remember the negotiation episode. It is okay to want what you want and own it. Absolutely want it and own it. Do you get what I'm trying to say? But then the thing is, a lot of people might start out, there is the possibility, or I imagine that there is a possibility, that a lot of people will start out with these grand ideas of these industries, of these technologies, of these things that they want to do that seem revolutionary, unaware of the fact that what they really want is money and the freedom that comes with that industry, right?
Bro.
And they find out that by the time they get to the point where, see, there is money enough.
There's no more drive.
There's thank you. They lose the drive. Because honestly, what is the reason for them to keep going?
To keep going. Like, bro.
Because the freedom was really the drive, the financial freedom, the being able to on a whim say, oh, I want to go here, I want to go there. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That really was the drive.
Yeah.
That
really
was
send money
the
home
drive.
and not think about it.
Bro, like,
when you see that I can do this all the time, like, what's the driver?
Bro, I want to give my woman a black car, like whatever you want. Be financially irresponsible. Do you understand? Bro, like, you don't like your entire family, your mom, you bought her house. Like, you are good, bro.
Yeah.
You are good, bro. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So, like, that entire dynamic, people don't really know, but it seems like, yo, it's really, really freedom that I want.
Yeah.
It's really, really freedom that I want. So if they don't come to terms with that and know that, okay, yo, this is where I stop playing this game. Like Amara has clearly said that, yo, there is a place that I get to that me, I know I'm done. He's told me, he's told a couple of other people like in his inner circle that if you see me doing more than this, I'm getting distracted, it's not in the plan, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I have crazier dreams because like Amara and I talked to past a point and then I told him, oh, then after that, so I was like, the guy looked at me and I'm like, guy, what are you, like, what do you want, bro? Do you understand what I'm saying?
God.
So, yeah, and it's also possible that you find that you are playing both games. Like, obviously you want to, like, and it's not wrong. Right?
Yeah.
What we hope to achieve with this episode is to put into perspective the success that you want. This is really what it is. Yeah. Be clear with yourself. And it's okay if you discover it along the way. Do you understand? It's just that with Zero to X and the community that we hope we're trying to build and inspire, we want you to have a decent enough idea of what the beginning is like, what the end should look like, right? So you are optimizing for the best things. Yeah. So optimizing for the best things. So you know, if you know that, because the farther ahead you can think of, the better your decisions today could possibly be. The better your decisions tomorrow could possibly be. Do you understand?
Bro,
so you know, gems, so you know that, the moment I hit 1M a year, it's not time to get complacent because, bro, it's easy to get complacent.
Bro,
it's easy. The moment I hit 10M
I saw a tweet. The guy said, set a financial goal, and when you hit that goal, decide that that's your new zero.
The moment I hit 1M,
If I have one M and $100, I have only $100.
I have bro, like that. I am so adopting that, bro.
Oh my God.
Adopting that.
I said, I was like, there's something
because
here.
Really,
yeah.
Because someone said comfort is really the killer of dreams, and it's true.
Bro, it's where dreams go to die.
It's true.
Bro.
Comfort. When there is no drive, there is no pressure, there is nothing that is making you, I need to wake up in the morning and do this when I don't need to. Most people grind their asses off like in the mornings because they know that there are bills to pay. My mom's gotta eat, my sister's gotta eat, my girls gotta eat. Do you understand? Like there are people that I need to take care of. Yeah. That's what drives them. Once they get beyond that point where there is a marginal utility to money, because it gets to a point where, see, if you're earning $10 million a year, people need to realize how big a deal that is.
Yeah.
10 M a year. I almost believe that at that point, you never need to fly commercial again. You can charter any flight you want.
Even if you don't want charter, maybe business.
No, bro, like you really can decide to not. Bro, how much is a business class ticket?
But at least the decision is in your hands.
Is in your like, bro. That amount of freedom.
Yeah.
And especially if you were smart enough to make it something that is sustainable, like make it systemized, right? So like it does the minimum it does is just that 10 M, bro.
10 M a year every year, bro.
Do you know what what your life would look like at 10 M a year?
Yeah.
See, someone said, so I can't remember if it was a skit or I just saw something, and it was like, bro, I'm hearing names of places that I've never heard before because I was not rich enough then. I was not rich enough. Like I'm learning new things. How many people know that? How many people know that? Oh, we just see you want to buy a Rolex, want to buy a Rolex, want to buy a Rolex. How many people have watched the watch from Rolex themselves?
How many?
There's no secondary market. That's not used. That's not pre-loved, like we call it.
Oh my God.
That's not pre-owned. How many people have bought the Rolex themselves? I heard some crazy stuff that for you to get a Lamborghini Euros from Lamborghini themselves, you have to already have bought one Lamborghini before. For you to be on the list for people that they will invite, they will offer it to you first. Like you can't just walk into a random. Like I've heard this and I'm like, yeah, I just laugh. I just laugh if we are getting there. Do you understand? I just laugh if we are getting there. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So I've heard crazy things. You don't see them do marketing because they have, bro, what it means to live that kind of life, it is a totally different experience, guy. It is like, and the barrier is really not that, like, it is a thing, it is an achievement, right?
Yeah.
But society or the media makes it seem like it's really not that hard or high to attain. But the thing is that most people really would not want to do so much to get there because, like, why am I killing myself for it? Like, and again, this is why it goes back to the discussion of you need to know what it is that you are optimizing for.
Yeah.
You need to know what you're optimizing for. That really is just it. Because, bro, the stories are look, there are places you don't know, there are designer brands you don't know. You think it's Givenchy, it's Gucci, it's this. But there are some brands you hear and like, I have never heard that in my life. But you can't. You don't have the money to hear it. Down is money that they used to use. You don't have the money to hear it. Do you understand? But the thing is that could you live the absolute most kick-ass life without that experience? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So essentially, people need to know that this is what I'm going for. Yeah, whether it's the money thing or an ideal or a grand vision that you want to chase.
Yeah.
And it's also fine if you figure out that, oh, I really was after money and maybe I can decide to stop and maybe just maintain this level of lifestyle because optimizing for other things, like it's just the life I want to live. Or if I'm going after this vision, then it means that I'm showing up every day on day. So yeah, I think I also had the story of, I think, the founder of MySpace or something like that way back then, but one of those older social media sites, right? Yeah. Maybe before or around the time that Facebook was there, but it was really big. I think it was MySpace, if I'm not mistaken. And they said like the founder, when he sold and exited the company, walked away with $580 million.
Okay.
And this guy went to go and start trapping the world that if I Google or look up how many people are above 500 million,
580 million, bro.
I said 0.1% is on $3 million a year. 580, bro, you're like 0.00, like the amount of zeros before you're infinitesimally rich. You are infinitesimally rich, bro.
Bro, so 100 million USD and above is just 28,000 people in the world. 28,000 people. Like you can pack all of them in one hall.
So this guy gets this check and just goes and starts taking pictures and traveling the world. Legitimately, that's what he does. And I'm like,
do know what he was on planet Earth for? You knew what he was there for.
What's also interesting is that, like, at the end of this thing, after like the entire exit and whatever, right? When I just figured out, you know what?
Yeah.
I have more money than I would ever need to spend. Yeah, bro, at least by most people's accounts. I really can just do something else. So that's what we're saying about it's okay. Yeah, for you to figure out that, oh, this is what you want. Like, it's your life, man. Like, it's your story.
Yeah.
Conversely, I know of a person who exited a company for $180 million, and he went to go and he mainly exited the company. He went to get $400 million in one company, put another 70 or 80 somewhere, put another 2 or 10 somewhere. Today, he's the richest man in the world.
Exactly, bro.
Like, it's different strokes for different folks, man. And Baba is still going. You get what I'm trying to say? So, like, at the end of the day, if you really just know what it is that you want, if you know what it is that you want, or you discover what it is that you want along the way, it really is your story. So, I feel like you feel like you're happy or you're fulfilled, or this gives you meaning and this is what you enjoy doing, and like, again, it depends on what you're optimizing for. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yes, 100%.
That really is just it, man. So 100%. Decide or figure it out along the way, but be aware that this is what this looks like, and this is what this is going to demand, whatever your story is, whatever like you decide to do.
Yeah. Just to add to what you initially wanted us to talk about, you were talking about how we should just shed a bit of light as to what it looks like to become an outlier. What it looks like to become an outlier. And I remember around the time I read the book Outliers, I went to do the maths, because he said 10,000 hours. That most people, that's Malcolm Gladwell, that was his proposition, that most people who were indeed outliers had put in 10,000 hours in their craft. And I was like, okay, 10,000 hours at 4 hours a day for any craft, right? What does that look like? How long would that take you? And bro, 10,000 hours at 4 hours a day is 2,500 days. That's almost 7 years, 6 point something years, bro. Consistently, yo. So when somebody tells you, like, I've done this thing for 4 hours every day for 6 years, like, you have paid the price. You have paid the price. But here's what I think. Here's what I think is actually a lot more average for most people. Most people will be able to put in 2 hours a day into a craft, right? So at what point do you become outlier material? 2 hours a day, if 4 hours was 2,500, 2 hours a day will be 5,000 days. Bro, and 5,000 days is 13 years. So when somebody tells you, oh, I've been public speaking for 13 years, and he has probably been practicing 2 hours a day every day for 13 years, bro, and then you want to compete. That's why they say don't compare your day one with somebody's day 5,000 in this case, bro.
Honestly speaking,
bro,
I heard there was a video Alex recently released, and you and I have talked about this, right, a couple of times, and it's something that I share for the businesses that I consult for, or for the business owners that I consult for. You need to be aware of how much the vehicle you choose as a career to make money. You need to be aware of how much it influences your lifestyle and how much you can produce.
Propel you,
There are some businesses that the best that they can do in a year is $5 million USD. Like, there's no how you want to tweak it. That the best that they can do in a year, like, nothing. If you're trying to add any more inputs, it's going to be marginal returns on your investments, right? Nothing can make that business, nothing short of a drastically different paradigm, a really fundamental, foundational way of as different of looking at things, can really shake that paradigm. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And he's like, Alex said something in that video. He said there are only, he said he could count the number of people that were making, I've forgotten the actual figure, so I don't want to misquote. Yeah. But essentially, he said that the number of people that were $100 million a year ish, right, in
Yeah.
information marketing or digital product space or blah blah blah, blah all of that jazz. Yeah, he could count them on one hand, and he knew almost all of them by name. The number of people that were doing like $30 million and above, like these are approximates. Like you might have to go and watch the video to find out what he really said.
I hear you. I hear you.
People that are 30 million, he could count them on two hands. On two hands. As crazy and as big as that industry is, because everybody on Twitter is this digital product. My Gumroad, my Etsy, bro, it is the wildest thing.
Yeah.
And he said that the guys that are like $100 million plus are people that have worked, guess how long?
10 plus.
30 years.
30.
30
That's
years.
3 times my estimation,
bro.
Oh my God.
And these are people that are able to leverage your brand.
That's a sense of the work,
that
bro.
Is stupid.
Bro.
But what's crazy is that these people, they don't like, on the way to 100 million, yeah, is 2 million, is 3 million. And like in terms of financial freedom, like you're good. So it's not as if like the 30 years or the 10-year mark, for instance, in the mastery conversation, like the 10-year mark or 10,000 hour mark, doesn't mean that you don't get to enjoy things along the way. Do you understand?
Yes,
that's like what's very important point. Honestly, at 100 hours in, there will be some decent returns that you'll be happy that you're experiencing.
Bro. Yes.
At 1,000 hours in, there will be results that you'll be happy that you're experiencing for sure. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So, like, it's not a thing where you can only enjoy it at the end of the journey. Like, the journey itself, there are perks, there are rewards, there are things that are enjoyable on the journey itself. So, like, don't be confused about things. So that's what I'm saying. Like, if it's just money for a lot of people, you find that it's a way to keep score of how well or how much value that they're putting in. So people just want money and just want more money to be able to do more things, right? So you kind of need to figure out who you are in this plethora of possibilities that are there, and what your relationship with money, success, and your career looks like. And then it's like we said before, it's also okay to figure it out as you go.
Yes.
Not figuring out by figuring out, I mean, oh, this is my relationship with money. That I might just want the money. I just want more because like I want to be able to do more things and like live life and enjoy, right? Or there is this grand thing I'm trying to build, man. Do you understand?
Yeah.
It's okay. It's a journey because you get to wake up every day, so you might as well do something with it. So, however it is that you discover your relationship is with money, with finance, and with career, you just need to know that this is it, and this is what this would typically take, because that's what it is. What people would define as success, honestly, they could achieve it with a lot less. I want to be able to travel. I want to be able to take care of my family. I want to be able to do this. I want to be able to do that. Right? More is, in most cases, always better.
Always good. Yeah.
There might be nuances, but more funds, more freedom is always better. Right?
Yeah.
But you just need to know that this is what it takes. And this is what I'm committing to. This is what I'm getting yourself into. So this is not to discourage you that says you want to be a billionaire. No.
Oh, bro.
But just saying that the billionaires that are billionaires, these are their uses.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say? This is what it takes. This is what we've seen or we've observed, right? That it looks like it takes, because no matter how crazy we want to approximate their story or their journey, we really, really can't. Because it's easily decades of work, decades of that we cannot account for. That they might not even be able to accurately account for. Something Alex says is that you ask successful people. That's why I love, like Alex's most, like I said this earlier in the episode, Alex's most impactful speeches to me have been conversations about when he was just starting. So like I know the kind of hard work I'm putting, like I have to subject myself to begin to create the leverage that will then lead to multiplied results. Do you understand? So that you have a clear picture when it has to be you doing every single thing in the business. You know, like, yes, you have to work that hard. And the fact that it's hard doesn't mean it's failing. It is just what it is at that point in time, at your current skill level, at the current expertise, at the current knowledge level. That is just what it is. Do you understand? So Alex says something that a lot of successful people grind the first couple years of their work, and all of a sudden they make it, and then they start doing it because they now have the freedom to start doing different things. Yeah. you now get the updated version of what their day in the life looks like.
Yeah, not realizing that their day.
You don't get what it was like when they were coding hours or knocking door to door or making 100 phone calls a day. You don't know that. You want to be meditating. You want to be levitating. You want to be drinking tea. Do what you want to do. Do you understand? Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to shit at anybody. But if you are looking for what the secret source or what caused these people's success, they might not be the best people to approximate it, because what they'll ask is, what is your success routine? But they're already successful.
Yeah.
The question to ask is, what was your come-up routine? What were you doing back in the day? Let them tell you their battle stories about the nights that they went without sleep.
Yeah.
People think of Elon Musk as an incredibly hard worker, and he is. He popularizes the 80, 100, 120-hour work weeks every week kind of thing because he can afford to do that at his leverage. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? He can really afford to do that. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And the story is famous. He told about when Tesla was about to go under, right? Like he was sleeping on the factory floor, like legitimately. He was sleeping 3-4 hours a day because his company is about to go down. They were 8 weeks away from bankruptcy. But that amount of work, those 80 to 120 hours of work every week, was able to give Tesla breathing room, or was it Tesla Space? I can't remember. Give either one of those companies breathing room to now become the giant monoliths that they are today. In those times, they would have died. Those are the stories we want to hear.
Yeah.
That I walked, or I did everything in my business. It was long hours.
Yeah.
And if you want to be an outlier, I'm talking to you, if you want to be an outlier, it will be long, lonely. Like, there's no cute way to put it. It'll be long, lonely hours.
Yeah.
Do you understand? A lot of hard work. A lot of people not really understanding. A lot of your most precious loved ones not understanding what it is that you're doing. Being afford to be misunderstood even by the greater general public, that really shouldn't matter, right? But that is what it's going to take.
Yeah.
That is what is going to, and then this stupid, crazy will that nobody else can fathom, nobody else can understand, and nobody else can talk you out of. It's hours that you don't count. Like, you stop counting because there's no point. Because all that matters is that this thing gets done.
Yeah.
And the road will typically be treacherous. So if you want outlier success, that is what you need to do.
Yeah.
That is what you need to be willing to sign up for. And you go in knowing that even all these things that Daniel and Amara said, didn't even cut it. You literally probably will experience hell to get to the outlier success that you want.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, bro. I think we've done justice too.
That's all I have to say.
With the frame, bro. With the frame. Yeah. So, guys, as always, we thank you for tuning in. We hope that this conversation did what it did to us when we initially had it.
Yeah, we sat down like this. We were like, we just mellowed, man, because we were like, bruh.
Yeah, it's a lot to think of. A lot to think of. And as always, we thank you for the likes, we thank you for the shares, we thank you for the subscribes.
You guys are coming through as a community, and we can't thank you enough. We love you so much.
100%.
Like you are, this wouldn't be an overestimation to say that we think and talk about you guys every single day. It wouldn't be an overestimation to say, like, bro, like, you guys are community. You are the forefront of our minds of what we are trying to do. Like, trust us, we're cooking. Things might be tricky, things might seem slow, but like, we're not giving up. We tell you not to give up, so we're definitely not giving up, right? So we will do our very best 100%. To show up every day as much as we possibly can, right? And we do it today, then we pick it up the next day. And we hope that you're doing that too. I hope that you are having a fantastic start to H1. I hope that there is hope in your hearts to try in H2, beg your pardon. I hope that there is hope in your hearts to keep going or to get started or to pick it back up. We are going to end this year winning, guys. Like, I guarantee it. Like, if you're willing to show up and put in the work, you will end this year winning. Better for where you started. That I can guarantee.
100%.
Love you guys. We're praying for you guys. And thank you guys for making this a part of your day. And we will see you.
As always.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers, guys.